Hi, everybody. How are we doing today? How are we doing today? All right. Cool. I'm fighting with my VS Code right at the moment. It's driving me a little bit nuts. Because what am I doing? Oh, I'm in completely the wrong project. That's why. Okay. So I'm last week we were working on this taxonomy control for my AQL plugin. Come on. Oh boy, things are running a bit slow today. Everything looks good. Everything looks good. Come on. Weird. Okay. Anyways, where were we now? This was what I was doing. So last week we were doing some taxonomy controls. And what I wanted to do is, what I was doing was, where is that? Open taxonomy builder. So we had this builder, and we quickly realized that this is not going to be a really good solution because it's just going to get too big to manage. So I got to thinking about some other ways of approaching this. Let me just double check something. Make sure I'm actually running. I'm actually live. All right, I'm live. I guess it's the American holidays today, so I think it's probably gonna be pretty light stream, pretty quiet. But that's cool. I'm just gonna work on this, and we can chat, and that's it. Oh, Paul's here. Hey, Paul, how's it going? Cool. So a couple things that I wanted to try out there's this thing called the drop-down panel. I have an example from another thing that I did. So I'm going to just I'm going to steal it, and we'll see what we can do here. So let me select. So control. Hey Titus, how's it going? What am I doing? Okay, I'm just going to create a new thing, and this is going to be a drop-down example. Drop-down.js. I'm just going to put this in here because I want to play around with it and see what we got. So in here, so this is something that I stole from. I didn't steal it, but I wrote it. But I built it for this developer hours that we did on like alternative UIs. So this is. I'm gonna give this a. Sure. Email at test.com. My birthday, June 2nd, and favorite color is gonna be blue. So I think if I just import this, it's gonna. I don't know where this is gonna go actually. Where is this gonna appear? I'm just gonna import this somewhere. Let's see. How did I do this last time? The UI. Oh, I put it in a slot. That's what I did. So where can I put this so we can look at it? I'm just gonna import it into my taxonomy. Select. Where's the? Okay, I'm gonna import it here. This is just a little test. Import. What's it called? What the hell I call this thing? Drop down example. Drop down. Is this the default? It is. Okay. So hopefully, little luck. npm start. Should be able to. Hey, Alan Cirola. Thanks for hanging out with us in YouTube. We're over here in chat. Sorry, Twitch is where the majority of chat is, but you're welcome to hang out here or hang out there and say hey. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you. Okay, so let's reload this and see what we can see here. Okay, so where did I put it? Oh, I didn't actually put it anywhere. I'm an idiot. So we're gonna I'm gonna put it right here. And I think this is actually expecting some stuff. What's this expecting? Let me just hide this now. Meta and update meta. Okay, so needs an update meta. I'm gonna just remove update meta. Okay, whatever. We'll say meta meet. I'm just gonna make it an MG object for now, and then update meta is gonna be just a null function. Hopefully that doesn't error out too bad. Okay, so this is one way that we could do it, right? And it's got tabs, which is really nice. So I don't know, like compared to this, we've got taxonomy, we've got terms, we've got operator, and then we've got this thing, and then we'll have this for each one of these items, right? So it's going to get pretty large. So I guess the question is, like this could be, let's look at that again. That could contain the taxonomy and the terms, and then like what happens if we add more tabs? I don't know. I'm not sure. I just don't know if there's a really good way of doing this. Like maybe each one of these becomes So we can put tabs in. So how many tabs can I put in here? Like if I put a bunch of tabs in, what's in here? So we've got tab panel. I can do tab. Oh, the children. So I could add more. Like I could add a bunch more of these, right? Oh wait, where do I do? Oh, okay. So tabs go here. Like let's just do that.
Oh great, it's KevXB.
Hey KevXB. Welcome to the stream. And thanks for my American friends that are hanging out with me on a holiday. Appreciate you all. Let's see. So if I open this up. Okay, so I don't mind this, but I don't know if it's going to be. Maybe what it needs to be is maybe. Oh, here's an idea. What if we did this? What if I had a bunch of these buttons? Like, what if I had? I'm gonna undo this. So let's. I'm gonna change this right now. So let's. I'm gonna add another prop. Whatever. So let's say hide taxonomy query. Nice. Well, thanks for hanging out. So what if we did this? What if this is how it looked? Now this might just be horrible, but what if we did something like this? So for each taxonomy query that we did, we got a flyout for it. So like, so let's say, so this would be like, so that's the first taxonomy query. This is the second one. This is the third one. This is the fourth one. We could put some information in here. So basically each one of these buttons would show the contents of this, where we'd have the taxonomy that we want, the terms that we want, and then there'd be like the operators and stuff. Right. So adding this add new taxonomy query would essentially create another one of these, because I just don't know how much room we have, because the way we're doing it with Postman is we add this thing, we get this one, right? We add another one. How about a button and the modal uses an accordion style? Oh, so I open this and this becomes. That's not a bad idea. So wait, how about and the modal uses an accordion? Sorry, a single button sorry, a single button. I wonder how, let's see. One thing I haven't tested here is I want to see how big it gets. So let's say, I'm just going to add like a bunch more of these, right? This is ridiculous, but the flyout could open, right? Just ignore the million of the million buttons here. My audio okay today? So that could work. So what would be the difference between this and this? Because eventually, like, there's a lot of things in there, right? So this, I like the flyout better. I definitely like the flyout better. But what I don't want to have is because there are some controls core block inside the modal. Well, in the modal, yeah, you can. Well, sort of. You can put a block editor inside a modal. It just gets a bit funky with some of the functionality. But so we have the flyout, right? So I guess the question becomes, do we want to fly?
Oh, you made a wise choice, my friend.
You did. You made a wise choice. Thanks for the follow, whoever made that follow. Mice made. Thanks for the follow. I'm just wondering, is it better to have a button that represents each taxonomy? So like, for example, down here. So we have this one, I don't know what keys, if I have any keys. Oh, you mean like something like up here? I mean, flyout sidebar, not this kind of flyout. What are you talking about, Kev? Oh, hey, Alan. Thanks for hanging out. Maybe you need to make it custom. Kevin, when you're saying like flyout sidebar, like you're talking about like out here, like the opens the sidebar on top of the current one. Oh, another one of these? Is that what you're talking about? I'm not entirely following what you're saying here. Like another tab sort of thing, or add something up here that opens up this sidebar. Yeah, but it hides the current one. Nah, yeah, okay. Do not add a new plugin sidebar with those 4 or 5 buttons and conditionally load the options underneath the list of buttons. Well, I mean, I could do what I'm doing here, but this gets really messy. So what I was sort of thinking was not a core one that you register and make a button, but a sidebar that opens over top. No, okay, yeah, I get what you're saying there, Kev. I'm trying to avoid getting too custom. I want to kind of stay within the constraints of what is currently available. Like each one of these, so this is the post method. So there's these 3 things, right? And so in this we have these 4 things as well. So my idea is that what if we had like a button that added another one, right? And you see it just keeps getting taller and taller and taller. So when you add it, it would fly it open and we'd have like taxonomy, terms, and extra information or whatever, PR to core then. Because like the functionality's there, right? It's just if we start doing this, it's gonna get super messy, right? Not in like it's just we're gonna have a lot. It's gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger. Now, okay, well, you know, in pragmatic terms though, how many taxonomies are there gonna possibly be? Yeah, I agree, Kev. How many, what if we, oh, I have an idea. What if we did this, and each one of these was a taxonomy? So what if we did something like this? right? So we have a tab, and this will be like categories. This might be the way to do it. Categories. Oh God, categories, tags, and then this whatever custom taxonomy, whatever we've called it, right? Oh, it's gonna fall down with that many taxonomies. Like it's been a while since I built like real sites, so I don't know. Someone has 1,000 taxonomies. That's their problem. What if you started with one button, then build a repeater for more instead of having 5 buttons up front, off topic, but the modal versus flyout? Like if we were to do like categories, and then inside of categories, we've got terms and operator and include children. I mean, it's already going to look like janky because we can test it. Like it's like, let's pretend that we have all of these things, right? I mean, one open text button repeater so it can add more if needed. So like if we open this up, you can see that like this is what we got, right? There's a ton of categories in there. What is that? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's a lot. I wonder though if there are other options. What's he got here? What are you showing me? Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing with that's exactly what I'm doing in the post meta. Where's my thing? So like if you look, so post meta, it's the same idea, right? So I've got this. Okay, so I want to add this one again. Okay, so I want to add this one again. So it's doing the same thing. See, but you're saying doing that inside of the flyout? Is that what you're saying? So I can follow this model. I just don't like how little space there's available to it. So I mean, like that's what we're doing here, right? So we're doing the same thing where we're just adding more taxonomies, adding more queries, and it just grows and grows and grows, which isn't great, right? So I don't know if there's a way around that. I mean, we could put that into the flyout like this, right? I want to look at some. So we did something like what, like 50 rem? I just wonder if maybe adding more real estate is the solution. It may not be. So that's significantly wider. Yeah, I hate horizontal scroll. I mean, we can maybe adjust it by like setting it like 100% or something. Can you do scrollable left sidebar taxonomies? So that's me having it set to 100%. Can you do scrollable left sidebar of taxonomies? What? Oh, like you want to put, scrollable left sidebar of taxonomies. Instead of at the top, they're on the, oh, so they're over here. So you have all your taxonomies over here. Well, I mean, at this width, so this is set to 100% width. So I wonder, like this might become a little bit more manageable. I mean, at some point, I think we're going to end up with horizontal scroll, depending on the amount of taxonomies that somebody's messing with here. But if you fly that out, No. So there's no horizontal scroll there. Okay. So it would be better to have them on the left side. Yeah, I think I'll put it back to whatever I had it at before. It was what, 30 rem, I think. I mean, it's arbitrary numbers, but then open that up. So that's nicer. So like if it only has one tab, so it's possible just to put a single tab on there. Fly that out and see what it looks like. So taxonomy, terms, it's a good question. Let's see what we have for, so that's the tab panel. Where's tab panel come from? So let's look at tab panel in the Gutenberg repo. Packages, components, search, tab panel. So there's sort of properties we're dealing with here. Oh, look at this. We can do an orientation of the tab list. Don't you bring up Nick here. No, I'm kidding. Nick's a good friend of mine. See, Nick did the icon inserted with the modal and the sidebar in the icon block. I'm kidding. Nick and I are friends. I'm just making fun of him. So there is a so we can try that. There's a so tab panel, those are the tabs. So if I go orientation, say vertical, I wonder what that looks like. Put some tabs in there, but let's see. Does it not work? Do I have that set wrong? Hold on. Wait. I wonder if. Oh, okay. Let's see. So let's just fly this out. Oh, I don't like that at all. Why? That's pointless. hold on. I'm thinking about this wrong. Am I thinking about this wrong now? Because, like, when you do a tax query, like a taxonomy query in WP query, which is really what this is going to be, like, we're never going to have more than one. Like, if we look at the taxonomy queries, right? Term query or whatever. Come on. This is very strange. So, tax query. Tax query is going to be the taxonomy. So, it's going to be one query per taxonomy, is there not? Like, how often is that going to be? Like, we have. Relationship is here, so you can't, like, you're not gonna go like, okay, so but the taxonomy is query and then the terms are gonna be quotes, but then we're gonna have like another query you're building for the massive person. Yeah, no, I know. But in reality, if I want to do something, if I want to filter by category, by the taxonomy of category, I'm either going to be defining my terms, right? And it's either going to be in, not in, and exist, not exist. So it's going to be one of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 options, right? We're not going to go, like, you're not going to go, give me, oh, maybe you are. No, you're not. Is there ever a place where you would want to combine, like, the relation, where you want to do and? So it's like, give me a category where it's, well, yeah, probably, but I just don't know. I also want to keep them from shooting themselves in the foot a little bit. Like, so the operator is in, right? So this is the default, right? So this is going to say, show me posts that are in this terms array, right? So, yeah. Or show me, but then you're not going to say that. I guess you could technically go, give me categories that are in uncategorized, or not in other category. Show me posts in gaming, but not adult. Right, so of course. That's Kevin's internet right there. Gaming and pornography. Love it. But to do that, though, it would be the same taxonomy, right? So you would just say, show me posts in gaming that are tagged with gaming. Like, you wouldn't need to say, but you wouldn't need to say not in. Because, like, if it's not in, like, so if you have gaming and adult tagged, is what you're saying. So if I have a post, no, but you don't, yeah, so you would want to say, give me everything that's tagged with gaming and not tagged with adult. In that case. That is a valid use case, I think. So we need to be able, current events, but not in political. Right. So something's tagged political, it's current events. Okay, yeah. Nope, that's totally valid. Okay, so that breaks my thinking on we only need to have one taxonomy query per taxonomy type. That's not true. That's not true. So here's what I think. I like the fly out. Maybe what I'll do is split the difference. So I write white and blacklist. What are we talking about? Canceled. Paul, I guess that, so Paul, I think what you're saying is like, create like a include. That's an interesting way of doing it. So instead of giving the option, I don't know. So there's in, not in, and exists and not exists. List to include, which is what you'll get by default. So like the default is going to be that give me this list, and exclude this list. Maybe. Is that the way to do it? I mean, I want to give the user as much control as possible. That's the whole point of this advanced thing, is to say, like, if you're using this, you know what you're doing, you understand the operators, and so I don't want to restrict people from like being able to get at the, like, I really need to have like exists or not exists, right? So maybe what I'll do is, it's an interesting idea though, because there's a certain amount of abstraction that you like for a good user in interface. You'd kind of want an abstraction away from like. So I think, Paul, what you're saying. Oh, I keep going to the wrong screen here. But like, so if I open this, where am I? If I open like this up, not this. If I open that up, you're gonna have like, this is the taxonomy. And you're going to say, I want to include these terms, blah, 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 blah. And then have another one that says, but exclude these terms as well. And that would cover but does that become restrictive? Because really what that's doing is creating two queries, right? Like behind the scenes, it's going to create a query that's like this. So you have to set up the relationship of and. The taxonomy will be category. It's going to include these, and then it's going to be also category, and it's going to add these ones, but then the relationship would be not in. But all that would have to be done behind the scenes. Whereas where we're doing it now, yeah, no, I know, but do I want to give people the same level of control that they can have? Where they can, because they would build that out by saying in, right? And then right? And then not in. So they would do this. One, like those things, and then at some point I have to add like a top level thing. Caleb Matias, happy Thanksgiving to you too. Thank you for joining us on YouTube. We're over here in Twitch chatting away. You're welcome to join us there too. Caleb, did we meet at WordCamp US? I think we did. Anyways. I don't know. Like, what do you guys think? You can do it in that raw mode and let the user type it in. Oh, that's not nice. Yes, I thought so. Great, awesome. We talked about some really cool data store stuff. So Kev, what you're saying is, no, you're the best, Caleb, and you're welcome anytime. You can come back here anytime. This is for you.
I am madly in love with you.
Did that actually pop up? I heard something. Well, let's do it again.
I am madly in love with you.
Yeah, so if you want to join us on Twitch, you're more than welcome. There's a bit more lively chat in Twitch than there is on YouTube. Oh, and Kevin just turned out my lights. Kevin, love you. That's for you. Kevin! And yeah, so anyways, so maybe this is not a bad idea, Paul. What you're suggesting is a pretty cool idea, but it also... Kev, what you're suggesting is like do the sort of the simplistic view and then do advanced, like an advanced option, which we could do with the flyout. This is going to be a very complicated thing to build out, though. So this is going to be what we call the simple simple mode. And then we have like an advanced mode, right? We'll get rid of those two things. Something like that. Yeah, basic. I like that idea. I do really like that idea. Hardcore mode. That's just a picture of Kevin, like this. Oh no. Hardcore. So, oh wait. I'm gonna get rid of this, right? So we'll do something like this. Only allows you to beat the last boss of advanced. Well, that's I mean, obviously goes without saying. All right, so we pop this open. So simple mode is going to be. I'm gonna guess. What if we did this? What if we did category like we did the taxonomy? Include. Okay, let's. What if we did this? Let's build this out a little bit. So this is going to be. We're going to call this basic or simple. All right. Oh, this is fun. Okay, so in simple mode, what we're going to have is. We're going to need a button. We're going to need a button, guys and girls. If you're here. So in the panel body, what I think I'm going to need to steal some stuff out of here. So panel body, right? So taxonomy select, I need to steal. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pass. I'm going to start modifying this a little bit. So drop down example. I'm going to change the name later. Change the name later. So this is going to be available taxonomies is going to be, you guessed it, available taxonomies, right? So we're going to do, what is this? I've literally never, okay, that's weird. So then in here, well, I can get rid of all this now, and then we're going to have available taxonomies.
Oh, you made a wise choice, my friend.
Matrixcraft, thanks for the follow. Glad to have you here. Okay, so we're going to do this. Hey, yeah. Cool, thanks for hanging out. Okay, so then in my available taxonomies, I'm going to have to steal single taxonomy control. Oh, I'm going to have to pull some of the stuff out of here. So single taxonomy control is select control. Oh. Okay, so let me just do a select control. I could probably just steal it right out here, actually. So where is the select control? Boop. Something's not happy. Okay, I'm going to just hide this for now. But that's it. Taxonomy. Gonna let this yell at me for not having a so this is that's what this does. Okay, so this is my idea. So we're gonna choose the taxonomy, and then there's gonna be the two lists below it. So we'll add a button. So I need that button. Yeah, I am exactly the same way with advent of code. I'm always like, yeah, this is so cool, and I set it up and do the first three things, and then I'm like, ain't nobody got time for that. And I can never ever solve the problems. Okay, so of course. Oops. So what do we think about that? So okay, so then in the single taxonomy, we're then going to also need the form token field. So this is, I need to like, this can basically be in advanced mode, right? Taxonomy select. So this is not, okay, so I don't really care about the modal. What is this? Single taxonomy control. It's gonna reset. So I'm just gonna steal this whole button and I'm gonna copy it and put it into here. And that's gonna be the bottom of the panel.
Oh, you made a wise choice, my friend.
Yeah, you did. Hey, who was that? Matthias 247. Thank you for hanging out and for the follow. All right, Kevin. Thanks, man. Have a good holiday. Cheers for hanging out with me and us, all of us here at the Twitch. I don't know. Okay, so I clearly need to pass set attributes as well to my little thingy-mabob down here. Am I passing set attributes? I should get set attributes. Where's that? Set attributes is going to be, oops. I'll pass that as well. And then in my dropdown, is that where I'm doing this? Yeah, we'll do this. Okay. Oh, I need to pull it out of the, oh, this is getting messy. Okay. Set attributes. Okay, cool. So that's fine. So let's see. So what I'm hoping for is sort of like, I love this idea. So we have like the advanced view, and this is not doing anything yet, but this is going to be based on that. So then we choose a taxonomy, and then I guess maybe when we choose the taxonomy, it gives me the include exclude list. And then advanced mode, it's going to break again. Damn it. Advanced mode is like the raw pick. I think that's what we should do. And I think I'm going to have to just deal with the vertical scrolling. How do we feel about that? We'll do the flyout, right? We'll do the flyout here. But then we'll deal with the vertical scrolling as we add these things. I think that's the approach. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. It's been decided. Oh, hey Caleb. I figured it was you. Welcome to the Twitch. Thanks for hanging out. See, now you can, like, there's all these things that you can do. You can turn my lights off, and there's a what the deuce command or whatever. So anyways, but yeah, you're welcome to hang out, ask questions, contribute, whatever you want to do. Okay, so the taxonomy select. So we got this. Yeah, I'm not sure. It does follow me because I think it's pinned to this thing here, but I think there might be some so there's these so this is the popover. So drop down, placement left start, offsets 36. There might be some other options that we can probably look at. What is this thing called? Drop down. I don't even know if it's in here. Components, maybe it's in here somewhere. Drop down. So let's look and see what options we have. We got class name, content class, default, open, expand on mobile, focus on mount, header, on close, on toggle, open, props, position. Oh, you can. I'm sure there's some things that we can do with it. We can. What does this do? So the popover props are pretty. Like, this is not very helpful, but that's what I'm using here. So I have placement. 40 more. Holy crap. So there's a lot of options. So anyways, I think we can probably mess with that. Position prop. There is a position prop. Yeah, I'm looking at here now, but I don't see position top? Okay, let's try that. Position, and you just say top. That might just be at the very top of the page though. But let's try it. I'm up for it. All right. Let's see. So we'll pop this sucker out. Oh, I think placement is in relation to the button. That's what I think it is. I think that's. Oh my God, it's the Terrence. So I think I'll leave that off, but it doesn't mean we can't.
Oh great,
we can't do
it's
something.
Drayson.
It's him. He's here. Yeah, I think it's relative to the button, which makes sense because wherever you render it, well, I don't know if that makes sense. To be honest. To be honest, as my son would say. Spaces or tabs? Don't you start. Don't you start. Okay, so anyway, so I think what we're going to do is I'm going to add this button in here that's going to add another one of these. And then, okay, so this is what we're going to do. So I think I want to have a component. So this single taxonomy control is what I'm going to import. I'm going to mess with that. So what the hell does this thing need? Hell does this thing need? So what is it? It gets past something somewhere. Oh, okay. I get it. So I need this. Okay, so I'm going to move everything into my drop-down example, or do I need to? Can I? I think I need to. I think there's a lot going on here. Stand by. Let me think about this for a second. Because what I think I care more about is... Okay. I'm going to move this stuff. I'm going to move some of this into my taxonomy select. So my taxonomy select is my overall container. So I'm going to move... I'm just going to steal a bunch of junk in here. I'm going to just grab this. I can almost guarantee I'm pulling stuff in from components. And then I can do some duplication that I do not need. Right, drop down text control. Get out of here. Okay, and then in my drop down, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to grab this whole thing, everything inside a drop down. I think is this, isn't it? No. What? Stand by. Oh. You grab the whole drop down and just move it over. Right? And so inside the taxonomy stack. Because what I was doing, so this is going to replace the modal stuff. So I'm just going to plunk it. I'm going to replace this. Yeah, I'm going to replace this, that. So I don't need color because we don't have a tab called color anymore. And I don't need date because I'm married. Come on. Come on. That was awesome. Ridiculous. And then I'm going to need a case. I think I have an advanced one. Was that the best? That was a fantastic dad joke. Fantastic. You go back to where you came from. I didn't ask you to come here. Oh, come on. You know, they come for the code, but they stay for the jokes. That's what it is. That's what they do. Okay. So we're going to go add bounced. Okay, so we have these two tabs in here now. Perfect. Okay. So this is, I'm going to get rid of this button. I'm going to taxonomy query build. We're going to go, let's say, close taxonomy query builder. Open taxonomy query builder. It's the best dad joke ever. Come on now. Okay, so what? Oh, I'm gonna need to give that is open thing. I probably have a. Where am I getting is open from? What am I getting yelled at for? What is this? It's already defined somewhere? This upper scope. Don't need that. Don't need any of these now because I'm not using that modal no more. Okay, so I don't need that. Okay, so so the single taxonomy control, that's cool. So this is going to be this. So okay, so I think what I can do is steal this. Okay, and plunk that into basically inside of here. Right? So that, that's not what I wanted. Get out of here. So, that's getting hard to read. Why is that yelling at me? And I'm going to steal these two buttons, and that should be, and take the button group out of there. And then I should be able to hopefully, why is that yelling at me? I don't want to escape that. What is this? What is this? Oh, I don't need that there. That's why it's yelling at me. Okay, so then I hopefully should just be able to get rid of this whole the whole modal. Right? It's a lot going on here. But I hope. Do I need help? Dragon Vujic, am I saying that right? Is asking me if I need help, and the answer is probably yes. It's probably definitely what I need. Okay. So we add new taxonomy query. So this gives me the categories. Sweet. So in here now, I'll just get rid of this stuff, and we'll turn this into, you definitely need help, but in other ways. Yeah. Oh, Terrence shows up, starts hijacking the stream with insults. Oh, I realized this is on here. Dragon, we are over in Twitch chatting if you're interested. There's not a lot of, what is this new side panel thing? Well, just if you showed up in time, you'd know, but you don't. So, okay, so advanced mode. This is basically what advanced mode is going to look like. So I can use this for advanced mode. So I don't need this drop down any longer. Taxonomy select is, don't need that. I don't think I need any of these yet. You know what? I'm gonna leave those in for now. Date picker. I do not need date picker. That's crazy talk. Okay, so this is actually going to be the advanced tab, right? And okay, and this is going to be the simple tab. It's going to be a little bit different in the sense of I don't need all of these things. So I could probably, I'm just going to delete that because I don't need it. So this is going to be single taxonomy control. And maybe what I'll do is can I reuse this? Because I don't need, I just need, I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna call this simple taxonomy control. And I will export it as simple taxonomy. Sorry. It's not a new one. It's just an alternative UI that's available. The only problem with it is that it is a slightly experimental. The tab panel is not experimental, but the drop down content wrapper, which is what this whole doodad is, that is experimental. But it's experimental in the way that like it's basically it's good. It's fairly well supported. Anything that's been exposed with the experimental thing is kind of the sort of unwritten philosophy around it now is that it will be sort of supported. Like it'll be treated like it is stable because so many people are already using it out in the wild. And there's a much different way of keeping things private now. That's easier, and so we don't have to worry about that. Anyways, so okay, cool. So in my simple taxonomy control, I don't need some things. So we're going to have the taxonomy, and this is going to be include terms to include, right? So we'll do that. And then I don't need the operator, and I don't need the is hierarchical, which is not something I can ever say. And we're going to get rid of that. And that. So I think that'll fix it. And then I want to do the same thing here, but this is going to be terms to exclude. But I need to change set search terms. I need to get different terms here. So this is going to be okay. So let's just see what that looks like, because this is the idea that we have a simple UI that's just like show me this, but exclude this. Then we have an advanced UI, which is like building out these queries much more complicated. So if I go open taxonomy query builder and I go simple mode is not working because I need to add it, which is, you know, a fairly straightforward way. We're gonna do this. Grab this whole thing. I think I'm gonna probably want to extract this, abstract this out into further components, but I'm going to change this to simple taxonomy control, which I don't think is being imported. It is not. Import simple taxonomy control, and hopefully this will work. We got 11:30. Making good time. So if I open up, boom. So we got terms to include, terms to exclude. Advanced mode is also showing that. If I reset this, I'll also that's cool. So I'm in simple mode, add a new taxonomy. We're gonna go categories. What's cool about this is that it's gonna mirror it. So if I were to say uncategorized, this, I'll have to fix this. If I switch over to advanced mode, it's also going to show this. Eh? So if I make this smarter, this should automatically build out. This will be an in. It'll add another one, and it'll say this will be not in. Should advanced mode not be a toggle rather than tabs? If it mirrors some of the same stuff. Well, it mirrors all the same stuff. Yeah, I guess it could be. I want to get it built out, and then we can adjust how it works. Like we could have a little like toggle that down here that says go into advanced mode. So we can work on that. Right now, I'm going to get the simple mode building stuff. It's a good suggestion though. And then we'll do that. Okay, so then in my simple taxonomy controls, I need another one of these. This is going to be set. This is going to be search. It's going to be exclude. Wait, no. What's this showing? Okay, this is taxonomy. Suggestions, value, terms. Wait, I need to build this out a little bit different. Okay. So Okay, got to think this through a little bit. Because it needs to build what it needs to do. Let me write this down. Okay, so what it needs to do is we have what's the data look like? So we have queries. Okay, so tax query looks like this. So tax query is going to be, all right, thanks, MySpade. Tax query is going to look like this, basically. All right. So ID, no, it's not going to be that. It's going to be taxonomy. It's what is it? It's in here. So it'll be taxonomy, terms, and whatever the other one is. Taxonomy, terms, and operator. So taxonomy, terms, and operator. Okay. So that's what it is. And so this represents the include list. So what we'd also need to do is if there is an exclude list, we need to add it. So we need to add, and this is going to be not in. Right, so that's what we're going to want to look for. So to use Kevin's thing, it was gaming. Or let's go current events, and this is but not in politics, right? So that's what we're going to need. But to do that, we need to add this relation. So I think I need two sets of buttons. Because in the so in here, right? Okay. So where are my buttons here? So the buttons, I'm just adding the same buttons each time. Okay, so this is going to be, so in the simple, so when I set the add a new thing, so I think I need to set relationship to and automatically. Wait, what's the default? What's that default value? I'm not using the single taxonomy, right? Oh, I get it. Okay. Okay, so that's not what I want to do. So this just needs to go. Tax query dot relation. So whatever that is. No, sorry. Just spread whatever that is. Right? And then I'm gonna what have I done here? Screwed something up here. Update taxonomy query. So it has to get that one. I need two taxonomy queries. So what does this do? So when I do the select control, it sets a taxonomy, update taxonomy query. I don't think I have that. So this is, okay. Gets that, takes the query, takes the item and the value. I gotta see what this is. This is melting my brain a little bit trying to figure this out. So if I look at this now, I should be able to. Should be able to see. Come on, inspect. Ooh. That doesn't seem right. Oh, I know why I did that. Sorry, stand by. Simple taxonomy control. Because I have this going, I don't need that yet. Okay. So I'm gonna refresh. All right, what I want to do is I'm gonna go here. What's that yelling at me for? Oh, right. Okay, that's another. It's a different issue that I'll mess with. So this is what it looks like. So queries are, we have one query, operators in, terms are uncategorized, right? So so the thing is, I need to know. Okay, so okay. This is much harder to do than I thought it was gonna be. Like advanced mode is easy because it just inserts a new one, right? And it'll just keep adding them, right? So this is nice and easy to build out, super simple. It does make it a little bit ugly, but I mean no more ugly than this. But the issue that I'm running into is when I select this taxon, that's what I have to do. That's what I have to do. I think when I change it on the simple, what needs to happen here is when I change this, I need to generate two because this button's gonna have to generate two queries for me, I think. Single, no, where am I? So in here. So in the simple, in the button group, I have this reset that just resets all the things, and then I have this. So what this actually I think has to do is I think I have to add how do I know? That's what I have to do. I'm gonna do this, right? And this is gonna be not in. Okay, so that's gonna okay, and then yeah, okay. So let's try to build this out. Okay, so let's see. We're gonna see here. Let's see what this does. Okay, so if I go in here, go into my AQL, and I find where I put that thing. Right, I'm gonna just clear this out for now. I'm gonna reset this. Add new taxonomy. See, now I've got two taxonomies, which is not what I want. Ugh. And then I start typing. I should see I've got two queries, right? First one's category. Second one's category. It's not in. This is technically what I want. Do I need another piece of information in there? because maybe I can go like, mode is like simple. This would be like simple include. This would be simple exclude. And then what I can do is in my simple taxonomy controls, oh wait, no, it's in taxonomy select. So in here, maybe I need to think of another way of doing this. So like a query is going to be maybe the query should be an array of arrays, and then each array, that's going to get really messy in the advanced tab. Huh. So the query is an array of arrays. Let's start with that. Because if I do this now, so this is, so if I make this an array, let's try that, right? So if I have an array of arrays in here, I need to have my thing needs to my component needs to support it better. This might just fail. Oh no, it's not. So if I look at my queries, right, it's an array, and that's, what's that? Add new? Yeah, that failed. Okay, so then what I think we can do with this in here, so simple taxonomy control. This is going to be completely wrong. So what I think I need to do is, this is going to be, console log. I guess I'm just going to call this maybe query, I guess. So I'll just console log query. I'll just return null for now, because I think this might be the way forward. I lost everyone. Is everyone like, oh god, what are we doing? This is horrible. Console. What is going on here? Where'd that come from? Alright, so let's pop this open. Boop. So let's see. Taxonomy, terms. Okay, so I have an ID, set, add new. So this would be, where's that coming from? Taxonomy is 96. Oh, what? Turn null. that might have something to do with it. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, that's what I want. Okay, so the first one's wrong, but I don't know why the first one's wrong, but okay, so the simple taxonomy control, what it's going to take now is okay, so I need this needs to go away. So I need some kind of ID for it. I'll get to that later though. Okay, so this is going to actually pass. I need to get the query. Query. I'm just going to pass the query. And this is going to be. I'm just going to do this for now. Query. All of this is actually going to be handled inside of query control. So I need, this is actually going to commit as query. Okay, so then I should be able to do array destructuring on this equals query, and this is going to be this will be include query exclude. Right, and so now I should be able to console log these respectfully. This is going to probably break a whole ton of stuff in here. Definitely gonna break a bunch of stuff in here. So let's just return null for now. So returning null just allows you to return and not break all the things in the world. Oh, this is probably gonna. Yeah, okay. Let's delete this. Delete. Do I have multiples? Yeah, I do. Okay, so we're gonna delete this one too. I'm gonna delete it because I just totally changed everything. So I'm just gonna break use type blank, type thing. Okay, so my taxonomy controls. Gonna open that up. Now, so okay, so I've got perfect. Okay, so I've got this is the in and this is the not in. Nice. Okay, so what I can do here now is I'm going to selectively start pulling some of this stuff back in. So this select control, I can use the select control, so I don't need this anymore, right? So this is going to update. This is going to actually have to update two things. So I do need available taxonomies though. Right, which is, I think is passed in here. So I need available taxonomies. I'll bring that one back. Right, so my simple, where is that? In here, we got the query. These are the available taxonomies. Tax info, so this stuff, I don't know. think it's gonna, I'm just gonna say include .taxonomy for now, because this is gonna be the same taxonomy for both. I'm doing that backwards, right? Right, yeah. So this is gonna, so the include, if it has a taxonomy, that'll get the tax info for that particular thing, and that's fine. And that's fine. Maybe I should do it this way. Const taxonomy, no, just gonna structure that out of include, and that's what we're going to use for everything. Okay, delete that. Okay, so the exclude we'll use later. Okay, so this should give us, cool. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so the ID. Oh, I know what we'll use. We'll also pull the ID out of include because we'll call this include ID though, because we're going to need that. I'm just going to use that for the key. Okay, taxonomy. It's going to be the same for both. That's cool. Oh, I need to set attributes as well. So where does set attributes go? We do that, and then we're going to need attributes. We're going to need these three things. Okay, so we got those three things now. Okay, so this is going to be okay, this is where it's going to get a little bit different. Okay, so tax queries is an array. So I need a means of getting access to the current query. Okay, I think I know how to do this, right? I need to do now is I'm going to just console log this. So we need that. So, okay, so we're going one step at a time. We're getting it here. It's awfully quiet. Awfully quiet. I'm still actually streaming. Oh, yeah, okay, cool. Okay, so I'm going to just clear this out. Don't need that. That needs to go away. So, and open this up now. Where's that thing gone? Here it is. Ooh, it's here. I have query is not iterable. Simple tax control. Where is it telling me the query is not iterable? Oh. That work? Still yelling at me. Query is not iterable. 38, what? know. Don't know what's happening here, but it's being funny. Okay. What in the actual shit is going on here? Query is coming in as an object, but that's not supposed to be an object. Why is it an object? So what is saving? Something is saving. Okay, this shouldn't be it. Maybe taxonomy select. So weird. So weird. Okay, let's look at the code. Queries. Should queries not be an array of arrays? Oh, so strange. Okay. Oh, hold on. Hold on. I wonder if this is the problem. Stand by. Delete the whole thing. Delete. Save. Just by put AQL in, just a regular old query, start blank. I look at code editor. Tax query, that's what tax query looks like. Okay. Okay. Go to the old sidebar. If I click on this, boop. That works. That doesn't. Okay, so query is broken. And what is this? Cannot destructure property taxonomy of intermediate. Okay. So let's go back to what I was doing before. Simple taxonomy control. And should I not be able to do that? like I should be able to do that. Let's reload this. I didn't save it, I guess. Okay. Start blank, save that, boom. Go over here. Okay, console. That's really bugging me. Where is this thing? What is this? This is on form token build. Okay. Let's try that again. Okay, I'm gonna refresh this. Okay. So let's. Okay, so this is the include, and this is the exclude, right? Okay, perfect. Object query is that. All right, so we're getting closer. So this should be this. Okay, so now we're getting down to here. Okay, so now in here. Oh, I've got an idea. So when I click the buttons, I'm going to do something a little bit different here. So the queries is like this, but this is where the ID is going to go. I'm going to put an ID. Can I do that? Oh, I'm going to do this. So this is going to be the ID, the include, and the exclude. Perfect. And then I'm just going to put these in here as well. Okay, so this is going to make it much easier for me to identify things. So I think now what I have to do is in my simple taxonomy, I'm going to have, this is going to be ID, this is going to be include query, this is going to be exclude query, and this is going to go. So this is the ID that I can use. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So this will be the ID. So this ID, where am I using ID? I'm just going to use ID there. If that's all I want. So I don't need this anymore. Right? Okay, so that's the include query. Technically, anyways, whatever. Technically, I could probably store the taxonomy at the top level too, because, well, no, I'm not going to. I'm just because I need to update each one individually, I believe. Okay, so that's a little bit better. Okay, so I got the idea. So the taxonomy is going to be from there. Okay, so in here, let's just cancel, save, and replace this. And not replace this, reload this eventually. Grab that and come down in here. What is that yelling? What's this friggin' thing yelling at me for? Did that? Oh, because I think I have the other one. Okay, anyways. So, ooh, something didn't like that. Okay. Simple should have a key prop. What needs a key prop? Oh, okay. So in simple, in here, this is going to be You know what? I'm gonna do this stuff. I'm gonna do this. This is gonna be. I think this is better. Oh. I do that and delete this query thing. Right. I should be able to get all that out of there. Again, using array destructuring. So the key. Oh, I'm also gonna pass the ID if I need it. You know what? I'm not gonna pass anything until I need it. So include, exclude, and key. So we got. Then this is gonna make all this crap a lot easier. So it's gonna be include, exclude. Yeah, this is where ID comes in, I guess. So key is gonna be ID. So we'll also pass the ID in there. We don't need any of that stuff anymore. Okay, and okay, are we getting closer? We're getting closer. Let's. The other thing I have to do is this form token field. Do this in the single tax as well. There's a. It's yelling at me because there's this style thing that we need to do. Toggle. I don't know if toggle control needs it anymore, but. Hopefully we don't get those stupid warnings anymore. Yeah, still getting them. I don't know where we're getting them from. I'll figure that later. Clear that. Oh no, clear that. Grab this. We have 2 taxonomies here. Okay, that's cool. Okay. Okay. That's cool. Okay. 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 Sounds good. Okay, so then that does the same thing. Okay, awesome. So what I need to fix here now is in my, okay, so that's working. So let me just close this down for now. Okay, so in here. Okay, I'm trying to think how I need to do this now. So this update taxonomy query is right here. So I think I need a better way of doing this. So I need a const update taxonomies. Tax for query, and it's going to take the queries, query ID. Wait, so yeah, it's going to need to take the queries. So that's all the known queries. The current query ID, the type. It's going to be include or exclude, and then it'll be the value for the key that we want to change, key, and then the value that we want to add. That's what I think we need there. Right? So to do that, we're going to need to first, we're going to do this. So we'll take the queries, which we have the queries, do we not? Where's I getting the queries from? Text queries. Okay, so I'm going to call the function, which I called what? update tax for query. Oh no, update. I'm just gonna use the same thing. This is gonna have to change. This is a special one because this has to look for the thing, right? The thing key. So what this is gonna do is this is going to. I'm gonna just run this inside of here. What is it? It's getting past the queries, so I'm gonna do that. Pass it the queries. Right, it gets the queries. The ID that I want is ID. The type. Oh, I'm going to have to run this twice. So the second one is going to be, I'm going to call this, it's going to be basically include. The key is going to be taxonomy. It's going to be basically this. See that stuff? No, not like that. So the idea is, this is the query. This is the top level one. This is going to be, so I'm essentially looking for the this key. Is the key that I want, and then when I find it, I will replace that inner key with that value. So to do that, I need to what the hell do I call that thing? So where am I adding that? So basically we have queries and we have mode. I don't like that name. Sure, we'll call it mode. Okay, all right. So then, so here, where's that thing gone? So I should have. Return. I wonder if that'll just, is that gonna work? No. I mean, just gonna return the query to see what it looks like. This is probably a lot easier than I'm making it, but that's what I want to do. That. So that's the whole query. Okay. I just need to console log out what gets passed in there, and I think it's just going to be the full query, so I should be able to get. I need to just figure out some stuff. Okay, where's the thing? Here's the thing. We're gonna console clear. We're gonna choose this one. It should give me. It's giving me all of that stuff. That doesn't seem right to me. There's just no ID in there. So, okay, so what I need to return, right? And return, it's an array. So I need to spread query onto it. So that's the ID. So basically what I need is ID, right? And then I'll have, oh, I just need to do it this way. So I get it. I'm going to have the ID that I want. I'm going to have the exclude or include query, exclude query. So I'll have that. So then what I'm going to want to return is the ID. I'm going to take an object like this. I'm going to spread include query onto it, right? But what I want to replace is taxonomy or key with the value. But that's going to have to be like this. Key with the what? Right? What did I do wrong there? Syntax is all screwed up. Item value. Yeah. Yeah. Right? And then I'm going to need to do the same thing for exclude query. Oh my God. Right? And then so that should hopefully return the ID correctly. And that's type. What's type? Oh, I actually don't need type. I don't think for this. I don't think I need type for that. I need to get rid of that for now. Right? That's just a very messy way of doing this, but we'll do this. I don't need this. That's just going to be what it is. So let's see what happens when I console log the taxonomy query. And then I'm going to have to probably drop off soon after this. If I can get this thing working, I'll be very happy. Bye-bye. So, let's see. Fucking balls. Where's that coming from? 103? Oh. It's never, that's why. Because it never, I keep thinking it's like an object. It's not an object. It's not an object. That's why. So it's not finding it because it's just never finding it. So that's why it's not working, which is super awesome. Okay, let's try this again. Let's do that. And let's see. Oh, and, uh-oh. Oh no, that seems right. There we go. Okay, so that did it. Perfect. Okay, so now, okay, that should do it. So now I can come back in here and I can run basically the same thing, but I need, so that gave me the single query. I should just be able to go, I should be able to do the same thing. Did I just rewrite the whole function, but now it's doing exactly what it was doing before? That's funny. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. All right. Wow. There it is. Whoa, who did that? Titus in Atlantis, you're still hanging with me, buddy. Glad to see you. Okay, so give me a taxonomy. Why? Why? All right. Why are you yelling at me for? What's the problem here? Terms is not defined. Terms is not defined. Cool. Terms is not defined. I'm getting terms from the wrong place. Where am I getting terms from? Let's see. It's 127. That makes some sense. So this is going to be, I got to pull this out of include query dot terms. Okay, we're going to do that. So it's going to be include query bank term. No? So this is a good sign, actually. It means that things are getting a little bit better. So let's just refresh this. I'm going to save this. I'm going to refresh this. Listen, just like listening as you're like solving the world's problems and I'm rambling on about crap. I'm getting closer though. I'm getting closer. This is fun. Like it's difficult. Oh, hello. Text. That seems to work. Okay. So now let's just see. Okay. So that needs to change. That's okay. So this is cool. All right. So that looks a little bit better. Now what does advanced mode do? It's broken. Okay. So advanced mode is definitely broken. So, okay. So this is actually going to be exclude query. It's down here. Exclude query. Type in block. Yeah, exactly. Equally as problematic for sure. So I don't know what I didn't say, but we're gonna do a scan. Oh boy. Okay. So let's clear this. Let's get down. Open. Let's open taxonomy. So get rid of that, and I go. Not entirely sure why the terms aren't the same. Oh, because it's updating the terms. Okay. Okay. So that's okay because it's updated. Wait, but no, it should be showing. Oh, I know why. Because it's doing. Okay. Okay. So this is. That's fine. So this is actually updating both, and it's not really what I want, but that's fine because I can modify this as I need to. And simple controls, I can go away. So hierarchical, I don't need that anymore. These records, it's fine. Is that? So that's going to set the search term. This is where I need to update this now. Okay, so this function. So if I add. I feel like this is already complicated. So this part, I think I'd like to make this part a little bit better. The ID is always going to be the ID. The include query is always going to be the include query, and that's always going to be this. So I got an idea. I have an idea. I'm going to just update both. I'm going to do something like this. It's going to be, it'll take a key. I just don't want to like rewrite all this complicated logic all the time. So I'm going to, what? No. That, okay. So this is going to be key and value. So it's going to take key and value, and what it's going to do, oh, it's going to take ID, key, and value. And so it's going to return this, basically that, right? Oh, but it needs, Need some more details. Maybe it can take the query. And I can do this. Oh, that's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. So it's either, okay, so I'm going to do a case statement here. Case, no, what's this? Switch, right? So which, we're going to go update, and in the case of both, I'm going to return this. Boop, right? Then it's going to be case of include. We'll do this. In the case of exclude, it's going to be that. Okay, so that takes care of this. So in the case of exclude, I'm going to do this. Include. I'm going to, that's just going to get whatever's in include, right? So the include query is going to get the key to value. This is, I could probably do this a little bit better. I know I can do this a little bit better. Okay, so if they both include exclude. Okay. Okay, so that's fine. So that is in here. So in here, I'm going to update taxonomy, terms, new terms, and it's going to be include. Okay, and then I'm going to add new terms. Maybe also exclude. Let's just see. Let's just see what happens. If I get this done, I'm gonna probably have to wrap it up. I keep saying that, but I'm invested. Oh, I really want to get this working. So let's just see. So okay, here. So let's close that. That looks great. Okay, so we're gonna go cat one. But we want to exclude cat 3. Let's save that. So that looks like it's that looks like it's working. So we'll add a new taxonomy. So we're going to choose the tags. Terms to include are going to be test tag and other. So let's look and see what this is doing. Okay, code editor. That's pretty awesome. That's really awesome. Okay, so that's working. That's working. So we have our simple mode basically built out. So we can come in here and we can open a taxonomy query. So we have this sort of like simple taxonomy. I need to clean this up a little bit, obviously, and that's in the wrong order. But, oh, you know what? We can't well, you know what we need to do though is we need to be able to delete. We need to be able to remove each one of these. So that's okay. And advanced mode is completely broken. So categories, terms to include, terms to exclude. So technically, I guess you could do this. Right, so you can just exclude things. Okay, so I don't mind this. I don't mind this. I think maybe we need some separation or something. Maybe reset this. Add a new taxonomy query for categories. We can say I want to have cat 3, and that'll include that. So now I'm wondering, okay, let's go back. Oh, now I'm wondering with these buttons. Let me do this. For this. The reset button. Here, probably. Make sure we have that nice and thing going on there. Okay. Okay, well, I think, wait. No, okay, so we've got, it looks like it's good. So we're not including anything in the not in. So what we can do, so I think this is pretty much ready to roll. We still haven't wired up the back end, so there's gonna be some testing in there. I'm sort of out of time for today, but this is much nicer. I think this is a much nicer UI that we're starting to build out. Way better than this option, which I think I'm going to switch. If I can get this working nicely, I'm going to switch this into into something like this that manages that a little bit better. But first things first, where's the primary? Clean this up a little bit. Oh, who's that? Titus. Awesome. All right. Well, thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I'm just gonna make sure that the button thing changed. I think I like that better. Better go add open taxonomy query builder. Go there. Yeah. So now we have this. Advanced mode is still non-functional, but we'll get that figured out soon. And then I got to do some cleaning up and get this a little bit more, just a little bit nicer, a bit more space and stuff like that. But so what does that do? So when tags changes, this also has to clear out these terms. So there's a few things, few UI things we still have to figure out. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Well, thanks everyone for hanging out with me today on your holidays. And yeah, it's always good to see y'all. I'll talk to you all later. See you next week. Bye.